What is up, everybody? It's your boy Bruce Wulfe, and Comrade General is with us again in Conan.
Howdy, folks.
It's been a little bit, guys, but just to start off with, this isn't going to be a gameplay video. This is going to be a talky content creator panel type thing where the plan is we're going to go over all of the things that they have planned upcoming for Funcom has planned for Conan. Words are hard. I know. They're hard. We're going to go over all that stuff and have a little discussion about what we think it's going to do to the game. All right?
Yeah, as far as from what I've heard, from what you said and from what this other video was showing, is that there is a lot of really good stuff on the, basically on the production platform right now. I'm really looking forward to.
Yep. And I have a bullet list. See on my camera? I have a bullet list of things to go over, so I am even prepared, kind of. Ish.
He's so professional now. Holy crap.
Yes, straighten the tie that non-existent. All right. So we're going to start with the most recent ones, or the soonest upcoming. Man, words really are hard today. Anyway, the next patch they're going to do is going to be siege platforms, trebuchets, and dies. There's a whole bunch of other stuff. We don't know what order they're planning to release the rest of them after this first one. But so first thing, Comrade, you're the builder of us. So the first one's going to be siege platform. So what this is, it's a foundation that you can build, that you can then build on it just like any other foundation, but you can move it. What do you think that's going to do?
Well, that one I definitely feel like, and they even said in their video as well, it's definitely going to be more of a PvP thing, and we're still going to go ahead and make a, like some other bases and whatnot around here, not our main bases, because we don't want to do that, but we're going to try and make a couple extra bases and whatnot, and test it out and have a good old time with them.
And
I'm
I
really
will
looking forward to
happily
try that.
murder Comrade a few times for everybody.
Oh, thanks.
Oh,
I'm just going to go hide in the
hi.
corner now.
Hi, Comrade. I didn't know
Yeah,
you were here, buddy.
hi. I just happen to have this right here. Thank you.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have any of those. All right, so the other thing they're adding is a trebuchet, and I'm actually really excited about this one. So the way this works, one, it comes in three parts, they said, so you can pick it up and move it, right? But it is heavy. Each part is heavy, so you're going to have to be sacrificing some other things to be able to carry this to a battlefield type stuff. But what I'm excited for is it's not just like a usual video game catapult where you're like, you shoot there. And it gives you a little spot of where it's going to land. And you're like, that's where I want the rock to go. And it lands there and hits wherever you said. This one, you have to adjust it, aim it angle-wise, like side to side. But there's also a counterweight system you have to like range find with this thing and change the counterweight of the trebuchet to control how far the projectile will go. I think that's going to be fun.
Oh yeah. Well, especially with you because you're the scientific one of all of
Math!
them, and
Math!
you're going to be going like head over heels. It's like, don't talk to me, don't talk to me. I got to figure this thing out.
Yeah, exactly. How many stones will it take to get a rock to go from my base to Comrade? I mean, to somebody else's base.
I could just see this. I mean, look at behind us. All of a sudden, we just see a huge boulder flying. It's like, oh hey, special delivery.
That's about right. As a side note on this, they've teased it since their like first developer stream that they did. They've been teasing this. They are still planning to put the corpse locker in the game. Comrade, you know what the corpse locker is?
Refresh my memory on that one. I don't remember
This one's
exactly.
wicked. It's legit wicked, not just the slang wicked. So what it is when you go and kill an enemy, particularly in PvP, you can then take their body, put them in this locker, where it will proceed to rot and decay, and then you can use that as ammo in your trebuchet, throw it over an enemy's walls to spread sickness and disease, which I'm pretty sure is probably going to be corruption inside their city.
You know, the one thing that you tell me about that kind of just reminded me of a scene in Lord of the Rings: Return of the King where they catapulted all the other soldiers' dead heads and whatnot over.
Yep.
That's what that reminds me of. I'm like, oh God.
Old school morale breaker strategy. It's been around for a long time, so I'm definitely
Oh yeah.
looking for it.
All
All
That's
right.
gonna be interesting.
The other thing is going to be dies. Now, I mean, currently right now, if I went admin and decided to spawn, I could spawn in dies right now. They're already in game, but we can't use them yet.
And then why would you do this to us, Conan?
Yeah, it definitely looks like an interesting series. By the way, if you haven't seen the video where they talk about all this stuff, it'll be in the link of my description. I don't know if Comrade's going to do it as well. It's a
Yeah,
noisy
I'll go
one.
ahead and do that as well.
As Funcom has proven, they are not exactly content creators in
Well,
the Comrade nice sense of word.
their audio thing is
Yeah, and this one's done at the middle of the PAX East floor, so it's loud.
I will
But
make a suggestion to anybody out there. If you're wearing headphones,
take them off.
take them off because your left ear will be
yeah.
bleeding because it'll be so imbalanced. Just forewarning right there, folks.
Yep. But what's interesting about this, so it's not just, well, it's kind of like the arc system for armors, but a little bit more in depth. So there's different layers on every armor, just like anybody that's ever designed anything in a video game knows. So, like, say our heavy armor right here, there's going to be one layer would be like the steel that's on our right arm. Another layer would be the leather for the chest piece, and possibly the leather for the little skirt thing. And then there'd be the belt and like the little studs on the chest and skirt thing to be dyed a different color as well. So
I could get some wicked colors going on with this armor. I'm telling you what.
yeah, and apparently you also be able to set it up to where each tribe you can, if you're a tribe owner, ruler, leader, tribe leader, you can set it up to where there is a default, and then everybody should. Now they haven't gone real, but this is what it sounded like. Should be able to just like click a button, and it will go to tribe colors if they have the dyes on them.
Oh,
So,
that sounds awesome. Especially if you're on a server with a huge amount of people and you actually have that kind of content going on all the time.
PvP,
that's going to be awesome.
It's important. Yeah, because I've totally been killed by people I thought were my friends and people.
I thought you were my friend. Why?
Literally like, yo, what's up, bro? Walk right past them, get stabbed in the back of the head. Anyway. So, all right. Now we're moving on to the stuff that's a little bit further out. We don't know for sure when we're going to get these. But first one, and most importantly for me that I'm most excited for, mounts. Now, so far they've released 4 different things that are going to be mounts. There's going to be horses, which are high-speed, point A, point B type things, and mounted combat. So you'll be able to, have, what is it, cavalry, lance.
Talk about the cavalry is
jousting. Aha, words.
Jousting, yes.
You will be able to joust with each other, which is awesome. They're also supposed to be really fast, so you can go from like my base way up north and Comrade's base way in the middle of everything fairly quickly. They're also putting in a camel, and I really want to punch the camel.
We will make a special clip of us just punching camels in the face, folks.
That's going to be a thing that happens. But so the camel is apparently has a huge carry weight. It is more of the like, say you're building a base or a forward camp for a PvP thing, or you're carrying your siege trebuchet things. Load them up on the camels and then head out. They'll be able to carry a lot more than we will, and while slower than the horse, that'll be useful.
I just thought of something with a camel. Think of it, okay? Instead of pushing or pulling the trebuchet or the siege platform, have it strapped to a camel and the camel is pulling it.
They might let us do that. Set up like a chariot type thing.
That would be cool.
That would be really cool.
Chariot thing.
We don't know yet on that though. That's just pure hypothetical conjecture out of the mind of Comrade.
I would like to see, but it's not confirmed nor denied. I'm just saying it'd be cool to see if that actually did happen.
Definitely be cool. Also, there's going to be 2 war siege type mounts, battle mounts, if you will. Which, this is probably pretty easy. It's going to be the rhino and the elephant.
I'll take the rhino.
I want the elephant. Because why not?
Of course you would want the elephant, but then again, if you remember trying to take one of those things out with your little baton thing.
I'd rather not remember about cudgeling him. That broke me a little bit.
Don't try to cuddle him.
Yeah, anyways, so the way this is going to work is, so if you wanted to get a rhino or an elephant or any of those type big, serious war mounts, you're not going to be able to do it by yourself. You're not. Yeah. Apparently, after you knock them out, you then have to drag them back, and there's going to be a weight type mechanic to them to where, like, knocking out a rhino is going to take, like, 4 or 5 people to drag it back to your base to then tame it.
Unless,
elephants,
of course,
we have no idea.
Unless you're Conan Schwarzenegger, then you can just drag them.
Respect everybody, all encumbrance, let's go.
Yeah, all encumbrance or strength.
50 points of encumbrance.
Gonna work.
Yeah, exactly. So that's upcoming. Let's see. Oh yes, The Purge. That's another thing I'm really looking
Oh,
for. So those of you
yes.
guys that haven't been following, the Peach is the Peach,
The Peach. The hell's the Peach, man?
the Purge. What it is, it's in-game content that they have been planning to be, and it was originally supposed to be on early access release. But we all know the Sandstorm. Sandstorm is epic. It's cool. It looks awesome, but it's not that scary. There ain't nothing really to it. It's just like, meh, it's dusty.
Yeah, it's dusty. I can actually see. But
Not
then
so
again,
much. There's going to be
yeah.
angry things inside Sandstorms, and there's going to be the Purge, which basically there's NPC camps, the edge of the map, that build up. Just like if they were players, they build up. And then they start raiding player camps. And large, huge armies attacking your base with everything that you would have in PvP. So,
Now, and the thing is that they didn't specifically say how, but they also said that you would be able to, quote unquote, trick these NPC camps to go after like other players' camps and whatnot. I'm not sure how they're supposed to implement that, but that sounds really interesting if they can actually pull that off.
and let's so make all of the Purge attacks go to Comrade's invincible on top of a big spiky rock.
No. We'll send it to Grimm's place.
Amen. We're agreed. All right. We are agreed on it. I like it. All right. So let's see. Next up, sorcery. Oh, one last thing on the Purge. Apparently, there is a new tier of thralls that are going to be introduced. Legendary thralls. So if name thralls are 4-star, these ones might be 5-star or something. So we have no idea what those are going to have in store for us. But they'll only be able to be caught inside the Purge.
Oh, it was either inside the Purge or as they're building up, I think, maybe? Or was it, like, completely out of the bounds of the barrier?
It's out of the bounds of the barrier.
Okay, well, crap.
Yeah. Next up, magic. Everybody's been wanting magic since, like, this was announced. This has been a thing pretty much the whole time. Everybody and their mother has been asking, will there be magic? Yes, there's magic in Conan that is going to be introduced. No, it's not Skyrim. I'm going to dual wield fireballs and just Gatling gun them.
More along the lines of sorcery and necromancy.
Exactly. So with necromancy, you can do stuff like kill your thrall and then raise your thrall from the dead and turn into a skeleton thrall. Or kill an enemy's thrall and then raise that to be your skeleton slave.
I only have one thing to say for the necromancy. Just leave the dancers alone.
Amen. That's valid. Yes, you. I see you out there. No killing dancers. They're much better looking with flesh.
Yeah. Leave the dancers alone when you get necromancy.
Yep. They're also going to be summoning demons, getting aspects of a demon, so I'm guessing we'll be able to get claws and maybe go full werewolf like homies at the Desert Dogs. So that's a thing that's coming.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but did they also mention that for sorcery and whatnot, depending on like what religion that you specified in, of course you could learn all three of them right now, but did they mention anything about like sorcery being unique to each one different religion or not, or have they not really mapped that out?
They have not said anything about that. I don't imagine they will because it's already a lot of stuff that is religion locked inside of the religions as it stands, you know?
True.
So I'm not, I don't know. They did say, for those of you, again, that haven't been following it, your power as a sorcerer and to do all this stuff is going to go off how corrupted you are. So if you don't know, you go into the corrupted areas like the Middle City and all of those scary type spots. Well, you get corrupted. It'll drop you down 49% of your health and stamina. So you get squishier, you get just frailer, I guess. Weaker all the way around.
It was like you lose your you lose amount of health, and I think unless you're able to reverse those effects by losing your sorcery or whatever, but those effects are permanent.
Well, it's the same thing as corrupted. We can just go stand by a dancer and make it go away. But to do like the hard spells of sorcery, you're gonna want to be at max corruption, which is 49%.
Okay.
I don't know. It may take away your corruption just doing sorcery. So
maybe
that might be a thing.
It's going to be interesting to see how they implement that.
It is definitely going to be interesting all the way around. Let's see. Next up, I'm kind of excited for this one. Comrade, you should be dancing around in joy with your buildy artistic ass.
Thank you. Yes, I really want this right now. Please, give me.
All right, they're calling it the settlement system. So his words, not mine, way of describing it is to mix a colony builder and with the Sims. Basically, what it is you're going to have advanced AI and control of said advanced AI of your thralls. So you can like have them wander around, do a patrol route. You can have them one next to a horn that like it straight plays lookout and blows the horn when an enemy is around. You can have them open the front gate when they see you coming up. Actually working at their crafting bench instead of just kneeling there staring at it like it's going to do something. They're going to stare it into submission. All these things are things that are going to be happening.
Another thing that I actually just saw, and this could happen, but I don't know specifically because they only gave us certain examples, but I could definitely see this happening. Take this scenario, folks, to where you would have a chest, right? And you would go and get iron, for example. But that chest is near a bunch of the smelters and whatnot. Instead of going to each one of them separately,
Stock themselves.
just stock them, and then the thralls, are able to go grab that and then put it into the smeltery. That would be a really cool system to see
and
if they can pull that off.
It does sound like that is a thing because they did talk about having like farming being in there in some way. So it's going to be real interesting how they implement that.
Yeah, and the other thing is that this map is pretty decent size, but they're going to be expanding it, and we'll catch on that thing in just a moment. But the other thing is that there's a lot of places that you can build around here, but unless you know exactly where a person's base is, it's kind of hard to find them. What they're also going to be implementing are roads, and these roads have a speed boost, basically.
Speed boost and stamina use reduction. But there's a side point in PvP too. If you have a bunch of roads down to get from point A to point B, I'm gonna attack it. I'm gonna sit there. I will camp. I will camp like a boss and be waiting for your little convoy of camels full of goodies to walk past me on this road so I can just annihilate you and dead.
Or to simply follow the road back to the base and raid the base.
Also true. Yeah. All right. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. Let's see. So since you already spilled the beans, there is one more biome that they have already planned out and all that. It is called the Highland biome. So this is more of a temperate area, forests, snows.
I'm going there. I'm going there.
Yeah, okay. Have fun. Move your own crap. I'm not. Get a camel.
Hey, I will.
Or 40.
Camel first and then Highlands, please, so I can do that.
Yeah. Again, we don't know on these last ones. We don't know what order we're going to be getting any of these stuff. And excuse me, camera, while I grab my phone because it decided to go to sleep because reasons. All right. God. But with the Highland biome, there's going to be, because it's going to be snowy. We're in the freaking desert right now. So there's going to be some changes with temperatures. And you'll have to wear warm clothes in the freezing area. You're going to have to wear, our usual, show a lot of skin. Yes. Clothes in the desert.
It's a thing. Like the cold, but come on, I'm in a freaking man skirt right now. I'm not going into the snow.
It's a kilt. It's a kilt. There's a Scot in the room. Be nice. All right. But
what can you expect? I'm Irish.
Freaking Mick. Anyway. So yeah, also with that same new biome, new religions. They are saying that they're planning to put 2 more. Well. Okay, they're not saying that. There's supposed to be a total. The original goal was 8 gods. Yes. So since they are playing, there is one more biome that they have planned that they hinted at and said little bits about. It's not going to be a thing yet. So I'm guessing only 2 of the new gods are going to come in with this, which means new avatars, new powers, new all the things. Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to that one because, come on. You got to see more avatars. I'm looking forward to it.
Right? And there's one last thing that I actually forgot to warn Comrade about before this. So,
what would you do?
I forgot things because, I forget things.
Why do you forget things?
I do it wrong.
You're a science one. But what is it?
Valid. Okay, so they're planning to put a dungeon in. Like, not like now we've got caves. Caves are garbage. Actual dungeon, like a Skyrim dungeon with puzzles in it. A new resource called white phosphorus that lets you build torches that burn underwater. Probably those lanterns that we've all seen, the lantern shield that they somehow released Ingram for, because even though we can't use it.
Right.
Stuff like that. They even hinted at stuff like you're going to be able to go through a tunnel part where you're half in the water, fight your way through this, and you get out of the tunnel, and you have to flood said tunnel and flood half the dungeon to get to the higher levels of the dungeon, which PvP. Whoa.
You're dead.
How did
You're dead.
Oh, I died. Rip.
You died. No.
Ah! Oh, and I wasn't bound to a bed. Crap.
Oh, lovely. Well,
And I'm
that
naked.
just happened. Intermission, folks.
Yeah, we're going to pause X real quick. I'm sorry, I'm a scientist and I get real into my work. I kind of forgot to eat a drink for a
He
while.
kind of had just a miniature orgasm right there, folks. He's still there, actually. You can see him on the ground.
Yeah, that's me. I like sitting over my own corpse. Okay. Where was I?
You
That's
just
right,
got
the
done with
dungeon.
the dungeon.
About flooding it, going to the higher levels. It's a great way to block off, in PvP, anybody else coming after you if you can flood the entire entrance to where they can drown trying to get to it.
It
Yeah.
just sounds more like a Legend of Zelda kind of puzzle and whatnot. That's what it kind of sounds like to me.
No, there's straight up Skyrim, kind of like the whole match the little icon thing for the spinning wheel thingamajig puzzle.
Oh, really?
There's stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, my brain's going to be fried by the end of that day whenever I go in there.
Yeah, it'll probably take you quite a while.
He'll be done with it, and I'll be still on the first level like, how the hell do you do that?
So yeah, and the best part about this news, guys, Funcom has decided to spend between 5 and 10 million more dollars on the development of Conan Exiles during the course of this early access launch.
And you know what that means? If a company is spending that amount of money on a game, they're committed. They're pretty much committed to actually making this game good. So high hopes
Yeah.
for these updates coming out, and they're going to be really good.
Yep. And I'm going to take this opportunity. I apologize to my viewers on my channel. I have not been putting out very much Conan stuff because as a tutorial guy, I kind of blitzed through and got to very end game stuff very quickly so I could do those tutorials. And until new stuff comes in, unless I wanted to try and be Comrade over here and build some pretty things, which, not that good at, I'm kind of out of stuff to do. But trust and believe, I am watching more than anybody else for updates on Conan. And I know there was an update. Don't give me crap about the 13 gig update. It was all cosmetic performance
Right.
crap.
That bug fixes, and which actually, we'll do it eventually before the next update comes out. We'll take care of the rest of the bases and whatnot.
Yeah. Probably, I'm going to try and keep at least one check-in video for Conan a week until we get some more content. And once content comes out, I'm going to be covering it heavily and have all the answers to all the questions that I can think you guys might ask.
Yep. But the one thing I will add that they did say, they didn't emphasize on it, but they did say it was kind of near the beginning of the video, is that they're expecting it to be this month that they're supposed to have another update out. They didn't give us a exact
Siege and
ETA.
Die. Siege and Die is supposed to be in the month of March.
Yes. So hopefully real soon, in a week or two, I'm hoping.
I'm making a Trojan Wolf.
No.
No, it's done. I'm doing it.
And you're going to build it how? Making a wolf with your non-artistic side? You're the scientist, remember?
I'm going to pay you to do it.
Valid.
I will go find some name thralls for you. Be like, hey, Comrade, look at the shinies.
Oh, God. The things I do for name thralls, folks.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you don't even want to know what he does for name thralls. It's nice.
Hey, no. That was
What?
off camera.
Anyway, you got anything else to throw in there, Comrade?
No, I think that actually hit the list pretty much on the head right there.
Yeah, that should be a pretty much comprehensive, our opinions on everything they've released so far about what they're going to be doing.
Yep. But yeah, I believe that is going to be it for today. You have anything else to add on that?
Square up with that like button, like it's your favorite hater.
Yep. If
That's
you
about
haven't
all I got.
already, also go ahead and do the same to the subscribe button. If you haven't shared this with your friends and family, please feel free to do so.
Yeah.
Also, if you happen to have any comments, suggestions, or anything else in the mix, go ahead and put those down in the comment sections down below.
And keep in mind, Comrade's channel will be in my description. I'm sure my channel will be in his description.
Be in mine. So go check them out.
All my viewers go over to Comrade and unsubscribe to him. That way I can finally catch up to him. I'm trying to catch up on subscribers right now. No, I'm playing.
Go show Bruce some love, folks, okay?
Yeah. But yeah, we do a lot of collabs together, so no harm in having both of us subbed. Hint, hint.
But that's going to be it for today, folks. So take care now, all right?
Catch y'all next time.
Laters.
Late.